Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for the Libra season 2019. Welcome Pisces, hope you're fine. Hope you've been doing well. Let's see what messages are in store with a quick shuffle for you in the season of Libra. So we're in air. So air is fast moving. Sometimes it can be stagnant, but it's very much mind, communication, energy. So your energy is the Ace of Wands, which is energy personified. So lots of energy, Pisces. Very good to start with as the energy. Lots of new beginnings. So if you've been exhausted, which a lot of people were in the Virgo season, they were really tired, and I heard complaints from numerous people about just feeling unmotivated, etc. And it's just a time out time, I guess, Virgo. So now we've got energy to burn, Pisces. So let's see what's happening. Okay, where you are right now. So this will be from third week of September to third week of October. Right now you have Two of Coins. So duality. Twos are always about duality, decision making, moving forward. And with Pentacles or coins, it's sort of planning for work stuff. Work stuff, maybe there's something new in the works, something that you want to sort of move into later on, but putting in the groundwork now, something that's going to be something. Like maybe you're doing two jobs, and then the job that you really, really fancy will turn out to be the one that you end up doing, because it's just that kind of energy where, you know, you can sort of, you've got a choice. So working hard, doing well, very much a juggling card too. So it's sort of positive in terms of everything's going quite well in the material life of you, work, you know, routines, everything's good. But, you know, keep working away. What's brought that on is Ten of Swords. So end of a family curse or end of a difficult period, whichever way. Family curse, if it's been, often I call it the family curse because that's how it was called by the old Greek mythologists. And it's the story of, you know, things, difficult situations coming to their end. You know, and as we all know, when we're in a difficult situation, you think it's never going to end, but there you go. So now you've got energy on your side with the Ace of Wands, and you've got this difficult situation coming to an end. So we're tying that off. So that can be sort of cast free soon. But as it is in the position of the crossing card, there will be an effect on all the cards for this season. And just knowing it's near its end too, or it's come to its end, is a wonderful feeling. The background of the situation, or the crowning card, so this one sits on the top basically. It sort of looks over everything. It's like the mountain top. Judgment, and there we are. Karmic debt has been paid off. So whatever this karmic issue was, obviously had to do with this difficult time, it goes without saying. So what this card sort of signifies is that you've paid it off. So it's like any bills or things, debts we owe, once we paid them off, there's a huge sigh of relief until the next one comes along, but we're not thinking about that. So yeah, sort of second chances too. So that resonates well with the two of coins there. We're starting, you know, thinking about and juggling things to start something new with fresh energy as well, and fresh karmic sort of energy. Recent influences that have been affecting you, Pisces. And there's Justice, the card for Libra, funnily enough, Major Arcana. Very, very good together with the Judgment card. So these two are both two big karmic cards. But this sort of signifies balance. and once again karmic situations. So we can especially apply that to the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords, if it's family or work or things like that with other people, it's often karmic. So you've got to kind of come through it, work through it, find a resolution, accept the resolution and move on. And then the debt is paid. So this is very much a karmic card too. Balance though, very much balance. So you've balanced your karma, I would say, very much so with these two big karmic major arcana that you have. So that's really good. Good news, Pisces. Because you people are very intuitive anyway, and you just feel things. You feel what's finished and what isn't. You just know these things, Pisces. And if you don't think you know, we'll start using feeling, overthinking. Let's look at the lesson that you're learning, and it's the Fool. So new beginnings, new cycles beginning. So everything's paid off, everything's up to date. You're updated on your path. You just move forward. The Fool's always sort of, it's like standing on the edge of the cliff and making an almighty jump. The leap of faith as well, because there's always risks involved. But this is a great card to sort of say move forward with all your plans. The near future, the Magician. He's come up for a lot of the signs already for this Libra season. So he is, the Magician is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication, which is very strong within the Libra, air signs, Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. He's that sort of, he's a messenger of, you know, communications, all that sort of thing. Coming in, so we always know, like when Mercury, the planet's retrograde, we often get, there's all sorts of messes up about everything. Everything sort of goes backwards. So this is really good. Once again, potential for new beginnings is huge, but just temper that with risk as well. And risk, as I always say, goes with everything that we do. But as long as we're aware of that element, it's fine. So lots of potentials there moving forward. And Mercury, so lots of communication, things like that, that would normally, obviously in the air signs, especially Libra, will happen. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. And the King of Swords, so clarity. A lot of mental clarity. And this guy here, indeed, or the energy of him is about, he's the top expert really on communication. He's often seen as a lawyer, that kind of energy. So it's legality too. We've got a bit of legality in this reading as well, Pisces. So if there's anything of that nature, you know that you're waiting on this sort of reading. What we have already is looking very positive for that. But yeah, and there's this clarity in your communications and your thought that really is so vital for you. Even though I just finished saying it's a feeling, you are feeling people, but then with these sort of circumstances, if this applies to you, he is very valuable. That energy, more or less, is valuable. Air signs. How others see you. Four of Cups, so why so glum? This is how people are seeing you. You know, this is having everything, but still feel yourself wanting for more. It's the emotional feel. It's your sort of energy too. It's Cups. So, yeah, well, if this is indeed a legal matter, a divorce or something like this that you've been going through, of course you're going to be looking like this to others. Or they're going to be feeling like you're looking like that, more or less. Only you know how you truly feel, but that's the projected image of it, Pisces. Which is fine. It's sort of like a holding pattern as well. And it's a transition card, so it won't be there forever, but, you know, just be grateful for what you have, if it truly is how you feel, or is it the perception of others? But that often comes after. a difficult time, excuse me. Positive feelings, things you're feeling positive about in Libra season is King of Coins. So there you are, that, financial stability, the energy of the King of Coins, getting to where you want to go, especially aspected by this Two of Coins there. That's probably what you're aiming for, to sort of really be doing well financially and happy about what you're doing and doing it well. But getting there, by hard work, not just having things given to you. So there's financials that are quite prominent and positive for this season, which is good. The outcome, the Seven of Wands, the card of self-assertion. So just sticking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. And this might be the new direction you're going into, Pisces, in terms of very competitive, etc. But there it sort of urges you just to be, standing up and voicing your opinions rather than sitting in the corner saying nothing and then complaining later. Because these days, it's a very busy, cutthroat world. So if you don't sort of stand up and say anything, you'll just get lost in the noise. So this is very much how you're going to end up when we come into Scorpio at the third week of October. But standing up for yourself. And you have good reason. You're in the competition. You're in the running. Right, now I'm just going to pop a few complimentary cards. I'm going to put one on this King of Swords to see what's underneath him. And, of course, one on King of Coins, because they're the two sort of people energies. And then the Seven. So, underneath the surface of this King of Swords, we have something new emerging on the emotional. So, maybe if this is the end, this is your clarity and having been advised well, if this is a legal issue, underneath that comes a new lease of life emotionally. Something that can grow. It can be just yourself too, emotionally having faith in yourself again after a difficult time, which is important. So it's a lovely card. It's a very promising card. Things will grow again. Underneath the King of Coins, so yeah, and we have a very independent female energy, but can be male as well, guys. But yeah, there you are, feeling independent and moving forward with the King of Coins. So that financial security as well. So maybe that's what that King of Coins is, the energy of feeling secure financially, and then underneath that, feeling secure and independent as well. So it's really good, but especially as females, and I don't like to, divide them, but we still know that men, especially in this country, generally earn more than women, but this is sort of a female doing well particularly, or even a male doing well. So it's like maybe that's why that Seven of Wands is there, about speaking up for yourself. You have to, I think, too. If you're independent in your own right, you've still got to fight your corner. It's just the way it goes. Let's have a look what's under the Seven of Wands, which is the competitive, self-assertive card. The Sun. So you'll know exactly what to do, because the Sun gives his blessings to you. He also illuminates things. He heals people. But I like to see him as more of an illuminator. It's like this bright sunshine really lets you see everything, cracks and all. So that's when, if there is something that you're not standing up for, it's glaringly obvious. So it's in your best interest to stand up for yourself. And it's good anyway for you, just as a growth aspect. So a lovely way to finish the month, and a lovely way just to encourage you too, just to stand up for yourself. Why not? people don't like it, but then it's like, well, if you're not going to, no one else will, then don't complain to others about it. Right, let's have a look at the Buddha reading cards and see what your message is. For Libra. Courage. It is not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. Courage is a spiritual strength taking you beyond all fear and resistance to remove internal and external blockages on the path. I rest my case. Courage. So there you are, especially the latter half of the Virgo, the Libra period and season, you'll sort of really get your mojo, but that's what you have to do. Just remove those blockages, stand up for yourself, and you'll have a really great time. Thanks for listening, Pisces. We'll talk next month.